Lesson 5. The Garbage Project. Let's first of all look at this picture. What can you see in it? Maybe you would say that I can see a lot of trash or garbage. But how do we call this place where there is a lot of garbage? The photograph on this page shows a landfill. So this place is called a landfill. Based on the photograph, how would you define a landfill? What kind of place is it? Where do people in your country put old cars, old newspapers, and old clothes? What do you do with food that is no longer fresh? Now let's look at the words in bold, how they are used in sentences. Archaeologists, I know that most of you will mispronounce this word. Its pronunciation is archaeologists. Archaeologists study buried houses, broken objects, and other old things to learn about ancient societies. Students had to travel to landfills where cities bury the things they don't want. Many of the things we throw away, such as newspapers, glass bottles, and some metals, are recyclable. We shouldn't throw them away. Do you understand the meaning of the word recyclable? These are the products that can be used again, that can be changed and reused. We are in deep trouble. So usually we say deep ocean, for example, deep sea, deep lake. But here it is used with the word trouble. Trouble means problem. We are in deep trouble. It means we have a lot of problems, or we have serious problems. If we don't do something soon, it may be too late. Hazardous. Hazardous materials contain poisonous chemicals. Hazardous means something that contains poisonous things. Hazardous materials contain poisonous chemicals. Now let's look at the definitions of the words. The first word, garbage, and here is only the picture, but you can write the word trash, litter. Modern, today's, revealed, showed, dispose of, throw away. Hazardous, dangerous. Batteries, you can see in this picture, you don't need any definition. Deep, we said that in deep trouble here. Serious. Now the text itself, the garbage project. Most archaeologists study buried houses, broken objects, and old garbage to learn important things about ancient societies. At the University of Arizona in the United States, however, archaeology students are investigating today's garbage. They hope to learn important things about modern society by studying its garbage. The garbage project started at the University of Arizona in 1973. Since then, students have studied garbage in cities in the United States, Canada, and in Mexico. To study the modern world's garbage, students had to travel to landfills, the places where cities bury their garbage. While the students were studying the garbage, they wore special clothes and used safety equipment. Students were also very careful when they opened bags of garbage. What have students in the garbage project learned from studying modern garbage? One important thing they learned is that the garbage in landfills disappears very slowly. That was surprising to the students as well as to many scientists who had predicted that roughly 70% of the garbage in landfills would disappear naturally and quickly. Even in cities where it rains a lot, the students found newspapers from 1948, 40-year-old hot dogs, and lettuce from 1970. The garbage project also revealed that what people say they do is often very different from what they actually do. The archaeology students asked people what they bought, ate, and drank, and then they compared this to what people threw away. For some reason, the two didn't match. For example, the students found many more empty bottles of alcohol than people said they drank. Information from the garbage project has also helped us to see how much garbage we actually put in landfills. The students are hopeful that this will encourage us to find better ways to dispose of our garbage. Of course, the best way to dispose of garbage depends on what kind of garbage it is. Regular garbage, hazardous materials, or recyclables such as newspapers, glass bottles, and some metals. Regular garbage goes to regular landfills. Hazardous materials, on the other hand, contain poisonous chemicals or metals. They shouldn't go into regular landfills. Ordinary houses are full of hazardous waste. The most problematic hazardous waste in homes is batteries. When batteries end up in a landfill, they often break open. The poison inside them moves through rainwater and other liquids to the bottom of the landfill. Then it can pollute the natural water in the ground. People could avoid this problem by using rechargeable batteries. Another hazardous waste from homes is motor oil. When people pour old motor oil on the ground or throw it in the garbage, it poisons the environment. They should recycle old motor oil instead. Unfortunately, recycling is expensive. It takes time, equipment, and special treatment. Toronto began the first recycling program in North America in 1982. The city started by recycling newspapers, and later it added glass and cans to its recycling program. When students from the garbage project studied the Toronto landfills, they found that recycling was having a positive effect. Since 1982, Toronto has reduced the amount of garbage going into its landfills by 25%. A health official once said, "We are in deep trouble here. We have too much garbage. Our landfills are closing, and we can't open new ones because people don't want them. If we don't do something about our garbage, we are going to be buried in it." The health official made that statement in 1889. Clearly, our garbage problem is not new, but as the world's population continues to grow, it will become a bigger and bigger problem.